Hi and welcome to Sunshine and Rainbow Tarot. I'm Sunshine and today we are looking into the energy check. We are doing an energy check with the full moon in Sagittarius, which was also a lunar eclipse on 5th June in some parts of the world, and early morning or midnight of 6th June. So let's look at what are the energies bringing to us in this immediate week that follows the full moon, as well as let's also see if we can see as to what are the energies coming to us until the solstice, which is on 20th 21st June, which will also be the new moon. So I'll be using tarot, and that'll be Light Seers Tarot, as well as I'll be using the Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards and the Enchanted Map Oracle cards. So first of all, let's see with the tarot cards what's really coming to us in this fresh energy of the full moon, which is still with us because it just started from 5th June in some parts, and in the other parts of the world on 6th June, depending on which part of the world you are in. So we are taking 5th and 6th June as the full moon day or night here, and that was the lunar eclipse also. So we have two cards that have come out, and also let's see what more wants to come out with this lunar eclipse energy in over the coming days. What more that is in our highest and best interest and for our highest good. So first of all, we had these two cards jump out. It's Three of Wands and the Death card, which is called Death and Rebirth in the Light Seers Tarot. And apart from this, we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. So we have two threes here and one Death card. So let's see what's happening. So for a lot of you, I feel first of all, the energy that the full moon carries is of letting go of certain things or feelings or characteristics within us, making that transformation, finally letting go of that, as well as forgiveness energy. So that is depicted very beautifully by this Death and Rebirth card here. We have to let go of those negative feelings, thoughts, as well as attitudes at some time, looking into our dark side and bringing in light over there, working on the shadow side and bringing light into that. So that is what is being highlighted with this lunar eclipse as well as the full moon in Sagittarius energy. So there's a lot of transformation that has been going on in order to create space for the good things or the better things to come into our lives over the next fortnight, and in some cases over the next 1 month until the next full moon, which will be a month from now. So I look at this as some work that has been done in the past, say months, weeks, days. For some people it could be years also. So this work that you have been doing on yourself, bringing that inner change, listening to, first of all, accepting your shadow side, and then taking corrective actions wherever needed to really transform yourself and make space for the light in your lives. So this Death card and Rebirth, both the energies walk hand in hand, because when you're letting go of something, that space is getting cleared for the better or the best things to then enter into your aura, into your space. And here we are talking about the divine aspect as well. It's not just your daily activities, but your inner voice that allows you to first of all recognize, then accept, and then challenge, and then overcome that challenge, which is your about your dark side or your shadow side. Now those shadow sides, you are the best judge. What is your shadow side? Only some things are defined by society as good or bad, but then overall, what kind of feeling that thing or that activity or that thought brings in you will help you decide whether that's your light side or your shadow side. So you are your best judge. No judgments here. So with this lunar eclipse energy, with this full moon in Sagittarius, we are going to see a lot of healthy energy coming into our lives based on all the transformation we have been going through. And some of you, since this is a general reading, some of you might still be going through that transformational process. So just hang in there, because you're just reaching the light. So don't give up, even if it has been a long journey, which is depicted here by the Knight of Pentacles. It has been a long journey, but it's been steady and very progressive, because you are not in any rush with achieving your goals. Not that you don't want to achieve them, but then you are taking that path which is divinely being guided to you, and you are gaining knowledge, wisdom, courage along that path, and you are in no hurry to run over all those steps to reach the ultimate destination. This journey might have been a little bit tough, but then along the way, all these coins that are shown here, finally you are able to carry them along and bear that wisdom with you, carry it like your precious jewels, and walk forward in life. So that's a very beautiful energy, that some of you are still on the path of transformation, but you're not rushing into reaching your destination. You are taking the jewels of wisdom along the path, and but that doesn't slow your speed. You're steadily progressing. So there is a forward movement. And with this Three of Wands here as well, I see at least 3 years or 3 months that have been invested in reaching this position, wherein now you are actually starting to get a feeling, or for some of you are actually starting to see the results of your actions coming towards you. So for quite a large number of you watching this energy check, you are now starting to see, or you're starting to get that feeling that you are reaching where you have wanted to reach, or you are now starting to see the results of all the efforts that have been put into in the last few weeks, months, or years also. For some of you, it could be 3 years. So finally, you will be starting to see the results of your actions. For some of you, the results are already starting to show, even if they're very small, but at least it feels like all those efforts have been worth it. And I also see a self-confidence that's growing in many of you, along with courage. So there's wisdom, courage, and self-love, self-confidence that's growing in a large number of you. And with this Three of Pentacles, that along with the Three of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles is surely hinting at results coming out for all the past efforts that have been made. At least the first phase seems to start showing results. The results might be coming in phases to you. So the first phase is starting to appear in front of you in the material world, with the projects that you have invested your energy in, or in the creative world, where you are investing your talents, your energy, because with this card I see a lot of handwork that has been put into, a lot of patience that has been developed over time. With this transformation card and the Knight of Pentacles, I do feel patience is another pursuit that has been developed by most of you over time, because you have been patiently walking the path and waiting, but in a very positive sense of actually bringing the results to you. So the waiting is not with a feeling of lack, but with a feeling of increasing self-confidence and a lot of wisdom that has been gained along the way. So I do see in the next fortnight, or even more than that, 2 fortnights, a lot of results starting to show up for many of us. I include myself also in this, because I'm doing this reading along with you all, and we see a lot of Pentacles energy here. So more it could be that a lot of material world gains or results are what most of the people are expecting. There's a very high Scorpio energy here, fire energy with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and since it's a full moon in Sagittarius, Sagittarians might be the ones who are really starting to see the results. And with the Pentacles energy, it's Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. And number 3 is quite prominent here. So I do feel the initial few steps that have been taken are starting to show results, and it might come in phases. So this could be the first phase, followed by the future advancement that we may see. Now let's also see with the Enchanted Map Oracle, what is this full moon in Sagittarius bringing for us, and what are the lunar eclipse energies coming to us. One more card, please. Okay, so let's see what's coming. So we have we have one more, number 13, that is solitude. So now that is also getting prominent here. So not to mention too much about the time, but number 13 could be significant for a lot of you. 13 June could be a prominent date coming up for people watching this video, as well as 13 could be a number that is not unlucky for you. It's a number of wisdom, transformation, and a lot of checking in on yourself that enables you to actually move forward progressively and positively in your life. So I am seeing that as a very lucky number, actually. And then we have number 48, the wishing well. Isn't that so beautiful? So this full moon in Sagittarius is actually bringing you that wishing well. Now it's up to you what you wish for, because your wishes might just get fulfilled, they might just come true. So this is the combination that I'm seeing here, and 48, 8, 4, 12, 2 and 1, 3. So number 3 and number 13 are very prominent. So you may want to put emphasis on that. Number 3 could be your lucky number, or it could be that in another 3 weeks from now you surely see the first phase getting completed, and actually you're being presented with a wishing well. Now it's up to you what you wish for, and you have already put in all the efforts. So now it's time for all your manifestations to actually become reality. It's no more a guessing game. It's all coming out very clearly based on the work that you've done on yourself in the past years. Now is the time to start reaping the results and still continuing to walk your path. It's not the end of the journey, but it's actually the wonderful path that you're moving on, bringing you the glory that you have so much wished for and waited for very lovingly and patiently. I don't see any lack energy here, and that's really very wonderful. So let's also bring in the angels and ancestors oracle cards to see what more. Oh wow, what more energy is coming towards us with this full moon. So we already have one card out here, which is the Druid, and it says hold the space. So now that is exactly what we saw just now. that it's not the end of the journey, but the path that you're walking on, and it's bringing you a lot of wisdom. There's been a lot of self-introspection with the solitude card, and the transformation card is also hinting at the work you've done on yourselves and still continue to do by working on your shadow side, as well as working on things or situations or people that are not contributing to your highest purpose, as well as letting go, forgiving yourself of the bad memories, sad memories, or incidents that were not very healthy for you that you may have encountered. So now that you're working on yourself and moving forward with this druid and holding the space, it's a beautiful energy. So let's just hold that space for now and not really rush into things. And there's nothing very drastic that needs to be done or any change in plans. Just keep walking that path, and if you want to take rest once you see that first phase happening, you may even want to stay put, stay where you are, and really observe the results, and then take some time to move forward. So this druid and that beautiful strong tree with so many leaves is also pointing us at growing those roots so strong. Like if you see the hair of this druid here, it's not something that's grown in one day, but then this is how over time you gain wisdom. And right now the energy that's coming is to actually stay on your path. You may want to rest for some time, but don't rush into reaching your destination, because it's time to really ground yourself. It's time to really take it slowly, yet in a forward movement. So that is the kind of energy I'm getting, because the wishing well is here for you, but at the same time there's solitude, there's Knight of Pentacles, the death and rebirth card, and there's also a little bit of waiting energy with the Three of Wands. So there's no need to rush into concluding that this is where I have reached, and comparing it with your goals. It's still that process that you're going through, and so a little bit of staying silent also would actually help with the solitude card. Just observe what's happening in your environment, what's happening within you, your internal environment, your external environment, and just observe the flow of things, because things are really flowing forward. But then the wisdom that you're gaining over time is also making you very calm, serene, tranquil, and really wise over time. And that wisdom is actually showing you the truth of this entire journey. It's actually making you grow wiser, and that's where the rebirth energy is happening for most of you. You're starting to see the light in the things that you have wished for, the transformation that you've gone through in life. So I see this period as very wise and very I would say I am seeing this period of the next fortnight at least with these full moon energies. It's a time to really observe, to really observe and accept and see yourself in the true light of who you have become over time, how you were some time ago and how are you right now, and really being grateful for whatever you have become now, for whoever you have transformed into, as you seem to be on the right path. And with this wishing well also, you are now very conscious of what you wish for, because that wisdom allows you to really choose only that which is in your highest and best interest and for your highest good. So that's a very divine kind of energy that's surrounding all of us. We are being an observer. We are taking it slow, patiently, yet progressively forward. And we are not in a rush. We are being like the druid, calm, peaceful, grounded, and also staying put. As we know, the firm, the deeper the roots of the tree, the grander is its growth. So with that thought, I send you a lot of love, light, and blessings, lots of healing energy, lots of beautiful wisdom that we all can actually share with each other. So if you resonated with these readings and would want any personal readings with me, do get in touch with me via all the details that are mentioned in the description box of this video and others. Also share your comments with me, and until we meet again, I send you a lot of blessings and lots of serenity, divinity, and love. Bye bye.